start making money right away.
Did this Ryan feller pay you to say that?
No, I don't even know who he is. I didn't know he was going to be on this call. You just invited me without really telling me what was going on, and so no, that's the truth.
You made $250,000. I was going to say $1 million. That'd have been a little crazy. You made $250,000 with the Rich Jerk stuff. So what did you do? You're saying he was just talking about, well, I got the Google search sale. I'm going to trademark that. But other than that, he was talking about review sites, taking it to the next level. Is that what you're saying you did? You took a review sites to, wait a second. That's kind of what Don't Get Scammed is, isn't it?
It is kind of. I'm glad to hear you catching on, Robert. You might make it in this internet thing one of these days.
Do you have job openings too, Mark?
No, not today. Sorry. You should talk to Ryan a little bit more.
I think Ryan's pulling my leg. All right, well, let's see. So, to either one of you, I guess, shoot, man, I thought I was going to do something here and prove something wrong, and I was probably just drunk a few years ago. There wasn't even an internet when I was in college, was there, Ryan?
Well, I can't wager a guess on when you were in college, my friend.
I was in college with him. You know I was in college with him. At least give me that. Bit of decency.
Okay, well, whatever year that was, I imagine, like Macintosh was just coming out with like Mac Plus computers back then, and the internet was but a dream, and primarily a way for geeky people. Hey, I'm a geeky person. Around the world to share like adult content. I mean, that's really what the internet was designed for at first, and to obviously share like PhD dissertations. Obviously, it's evolved a lot since then, but really the internet only came about, really like in 94, 95, 96. And that's only, 11, 12 years ago?
Yeah, something like that. I don't do good math.
Well, I don't fault you for that. I have a hard time doing math, when I'm talking on the phone and stuff. But, listen, the Rich Jerk doesn't fault you for, wanting to be a part of, what's been created. It's kind of taken on a life of its own. Mark, it's so exciting to hear that you've taken it to the next level. Perhaps, we can do, like, maybe an interview with you sometime and get an idea of, kind of like the steps you took. Because, for students who are just starting out and want to get involved in, the Rich Jerk, primary book, or he's actually coming out with this whole new thing very soon, it can be kind of overwhelming. And what's nice is to see, a young man like yourself just, taking to it, absorbing it, and then acting on it. Because, a lot of people buy, but they don't often read it, and you not only read it, but you took it to heart and really implemented it. We want to commend you.
Well, thanks, Ryan, and I'll be happy to do anything with you guys. And actually, I was just looking at some stuff while you were talking on there, and I wanted to tell Robert about this. It's actually, I said $250,000, but if you take that site that you mentioned and a couple other sites that all follow what the Rich Jerk does, it's more like, I think it's actually more like $3.8 million in the last year. If you put it all together, and I thought, Robert, you'd appreciate that.
Good Lord.
No, I don't appreciate it at all, actually.
Well, maybe Ryan can pass it on to the Rich Jerk. So, yeah, it's been a good year, I guess you could say. Sorry to tell you that, Robert, but
I make $30 an hour on the Alaska pipeline. I'm not, I might not have a good dentist, but I can get some stuff done. Hey, so Ryan, if I give you Mark Hodges' phone number, yeah. Will you give me like $17? Because I got this room that I rented I got to pay for.
Well, I was going to say, I know that RJ was so impressed by, your videos and your desire and your passion to, be a part of the Rich Jerk and everything. I'm sure he'd happily cut you a check for, 17 plus what was your taxi ride to the conference center that, whatever it was. I'm sure he'll cover it.
I walked.
You walked. Okay, well, maybe he'll buy you lunch or something. But, because, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He may not seem like that because he's a little brash or a little rough around the edges, but deep down he's got a good heart, and he always takes care of, his people and stuff like that. And clearly, you guys obviously have had a relationship in the past, and, as soon as I, get a clear idea of exactly, how he knows you, whether it's from college or, back then sometime, I'm sure I'll have him give you a ring and just, take care of you.
Well, that'd be nice. I appreciate it, then. You kind of confusing. I thought he's supposed to be a jerk, and you're telling me he'd give me like some $17 and some lunch. That's kind of nice. Mark, I appreciate your time. I thought I was going to prove something here, but I guess I won't. And Ryan, best of luck with everything y'all are doing. Everybody on the call, you've already been to the richjerk3.com, but the page that you're on right now, since I wasn't able to prove it, nothing. The page that you're on right now clicks to, now Ryan, y'all told me that you were releasing the Rich Jerk 2, so that there should be a link for the Rich Jerk 2 right here on this page, and then later there'll be another link for this other thing that y'all are doing too. So, all right, well, I guess that's it. I didn't prove nothing except that Rich Jerk's probably a nice guy, and Mark Hodges made a bunch of money with this stuff, and oh, I had a president on the phone, though. That was fun, and all right. All right, man.
All right, Rob. You stay warm up there in Alaska.
Yeah, it's cold.
Hey, Robert, one more thing. I'm just curious. Can I get the name and number of your barber?
You like my haircut?
Loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I can't keep the darn thing on, though. The toupees don't stay on because it's so darn cold up here.
Well, you're up in Alaska. The wind blows. You know, you got to use some duct tape on that thing.
Oh, a little double-stick duct tape doing it at the reverse angles. All right.
Right. That's it.
You got a toupee, too? You know about these things?
Well, not yet, but I'm sure one of these days. I look at my father, look at my mom's father, and it's definitely probably in my genes.
Oh, it'll happen. It'll be on your head. It won't be in your jeans. Tell you what.
Okay.
All right. Well, y'all take care, and thanks a lot for your time.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.